inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey ladies, how are you doing? It's another beautiful day. Well, honestly, it's not. In my neck of the woods, it's rainy. Where my family is from, it's full of snow. So I guess depending on where you're at, that may or may not be the case. But anyway, I was in a really pensive state after a really refreshing meditation. And I had some things on my mind and I'm like, I need to share this with my listeners because I know I am not the only person that is feeling this way. There is something about the word trust that just doesn't come easy to a lot of us, and with good reason. We've gotten our heart broken by the boy that we love. We've been played by a friend. We've had content stolen by someone. There's just so many negative things that have happened to us that most of us have reservations before we really open up the door to relationships. Now, some of you guys, you're like super special and you just believe that there's good in the whole wide world. And not to say that you couldn't be following me and feel that way, but most of the women that I work with and I deal with have quite a story to tell. And so trust is something that doesn't come easy to us. But in order for you to elevate, something about that is going to have to change. And I want to share some things with you. I was working with one of my speakers in the summit and they recorded my segment. And when we finished the first segment, I just had this look and she's like, are you okay? You know, she was like, did you like the recording? Did I need to do something better? Or how do you feel? And by the time we finished having the conversation, it really wasn't about the recording or whether or not I believe I quote unquote showed up and represented like a rock star. I was just in awe because I am surrounded by a circle of women that it feels too good to be true. I mean, how many times have you made that statement, made that observation and got a little leery and potentially sabotaged a relationship before it even started? I know personally, like really listen to this. I know personally for me, I have a tendency to attract people where they're like, oh my God, she's powerful. How does she do what she does? She's attracting all of these people. She gets these results. And folks are like, hey, wherever August is going, that's where I want to go too. And a lot of you may have that same kind of effect that once you open up your mouth, you get busy, you get going, or you start putting something together, magic happens. And it's hard for you to tell whether or not somebody is around you solely for their own benefit or if they are around you because they see what you're doing, they align with it, and they want to work with you to bring your vision to pass and work with theirs at the same time. And I have unfortunately had more situations where I have been betrayed for sure, or other times I have felt betrayed. And working with women in the industry has been one of those kind of things for me. But here it is, I'm in the middle of doing something that I love to do. I think I'm addicted to summits. I know some people say, it doesn't take all of that. You don't have to do all of them summits, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Nothing takes all of anything that you don't want to do. You know, some people, I know they do podcasts, but they don't do 3 podcasts per week. They do 1 per week. They don't do that many. There's some people podcast and they literally do one every freaking day of the week from Sunday to Saturday. It's all about your passion and what you feel and what you believe. But I love putting on summits. But doing that means that I have to work with other women. And I got my old faithfuls. I got some people that have been around since before the first one even began. They are my go-to speakers that I know that I could depend on them. I don't have to worry about getting to know them, their personality, or be concerned about whether or not they have ulterior motives. But now I got a bunch of other new people that are in my circle, and everybody is really just showing up. And I'm like, wait a minute, are they going to promote my stuff harder than I'm promoting it? No, let me look. It's like healthy competition. Okay, they posting, I'm posting, they reaching out and they getting signups. Let me reach out, get signups. And it's just this really, really, really phenomenal thing. And we had a goal at the end of the week, our first week of promotion, and we were already 75% there within 48 hours. That's just how intense the camaraderie was, the enthusiasm. And I just looked, and it's steady going day after day after day. And I said, wow, it's a different season. It's a different time. August, relax and trust. And that is something that I have to honestly say in my brain I still wrestle with. For instance, let's take it off of this. Let's go to my past. If you came to me and you were like, I'm in a rut, I need to borrow some money, I would be like, even if I could give them all that they needed, I might have only given them a portion. I'd be like, you know what? I'm not going to give more than I can stand to lose, or I'm not even giving to this person at all. And I would always say, well, it isn't that I don't trust you. Nothing's happened to this degree, so I don't know if I can trust you or not, but I don't trust circumstance. I don't trust what life is going to do to you. And I'm so graphic. I was like, what if you die tomorrow? And then I don't get my money back. So I have to make sure that I just only do what I am comfortable with doing. And I never really evaluated the fact that me saying something like that said that I thought that I was going to be set up for failure one way or another. If it wasn't the person, that the divine was even going to let something crazy happen and that I wouldn't get my money back. And if you think about it, even though I gave that example, you may be thinking like that too. You may say, well, it's not that I don't trust the person, but I don't trust the circumstance. But if you really, truly believe that everything is working for your good, you're going to have to step back, reflect, and say, what is the motivation behind me not engaging in a potentially wonderful opportunity or connecting with a potentially wonderfully, spiritually aligned individual, all because I have trust issues. We say it all the time that we can't get there alone. You know, we say that if you want to, go far, go by yourself. If you want to go fast, go with many people. But even though we say, things like that, we don't necessarily always really believe it. But if you want to grow your business, if you wanted to move exponentially faster than it would by you doing what you're doing on your own, you honestly have to make the decision to say that I'm going to trust that the divine is going to bring the right kind of people in my life in the right time. And if anything negative does happen, it's still a positive because there's something that I'm going to get out of this, and there's some way that I am going to grow. So how are you when it comes to trusting other women? What reasons do you have for not trusting most women? Can you be honest and see where there is a bias against the new women in your life? or just not even necessarily women, but just opportunities, period, based on what's happened to you in your past? Can you be honest and say that you've done what you need to do to rectify not attracting that kind of individual anymore, or being wiser in your decisions before you connect with the wrong type of person? What point of accountability can you take for your current state? I know for me, my process with my summits has gotten sharper every single time. This is the third one that I put on, and really being clear on what my expectations are and being non-negotiable about those things has been played a major factor in the kind of women that I'm working with, the screening process, all those things, the way that I put them in groups just to see how they mesh with each other. There are some things that I put in place because they will test whether or not someone is aligned with, my brand and my spirit. You guys have to take accountability for the fact that you may not have necessarily crossed your T's and dotted your I's. So where do you stand with trust? I did a Facebook video the other day. I said, poor trust, poor business. So where do you stand with trust? And can you see how not elevating and learning to trust people based on the fact that you are clear with your values and standards may be one of the things that's inhibiting your growth and keeping you from going to the next level in your business? So that's your reflection point for today. That's your point of introspection. Until the next time, guess what? It's still going down, baby. There are a plethora of women who are ready to serve you. If you have not signed up yet for the free online Business Mastery Summit, you have lost your mind. 21 speakers are going to speak about everything you need, from narrowing your niche, email marketing, lead generation, your websites, parenting skills, tips to work better with your spouse, personal finance, building wealth, your mindset, spiritual practices, anything and everything that you can think of. We are covering all bases, sweetie. Head on over to my website. Go to augustcrenshaw.com/business mastery. This is a 3-day event. It doesn't kick off until April, but you want to get signed up now. You can stay in your house in your fuzzy little slippers and put a scarf on your head. You don't have to get airfare, plane ticket, have a meal budget or anything, but you should really get yourself in a position to participate and to be at the summit over actually it's a 4-day period, because it's a live online panel discussion via Zoom with all of the speakers, so that you can do a direct Q&A with them. There's some special stipulations in order to be able to attend. But ladies, you're going to need to trust us. You're going to need to trust us and know that this is not just another event where you're opting into something and you're going to get pitched all day long. No, this is an event where you're going to receive an immense amount of value that can change your life and change your business. In the meantime and in between time, always thank you guys so much for being such faithful, valuable listeners, and for always being here and just being wonderful. You could do anything else with your time, but you've allowed me to have a piece of it. And I promise to always honor that. And I pray that you believe that I am honoring that with amazing content. So in the meantime, in between time, I love you, and I'm going to get out of here. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in